everybody. Hey, Dick. Look, a new person. Likely story. Hey, I'm turning everything I have I can in festival. Not running the Jin to hot armor. I'm not running I already have my armor I want. People in Discord are people. Everything's checked. I have 162. Perfect. Okay, on today's roster, we're gonna go get a new. Oh, by the way, today I'm just. Oh. Oh. Oh, Mizutsu. That's me. Tempered me. Running the mower, the tractor mower we have, because we have a yard big enough that a tractor mower is actually. But I wasn't able to get the tractor mower going, so I had to use the push mower we have for like areas for the entirety of the front yard. So when I came in, I took a shower and then I walked in. Oh no, it's Wrath of Law, so. Oh, that hurt. Help. I thought that was the Tonfa for a second. It's like, when did they add Tonfa to the game? Oh, it's the Lance. So we get it, your fancy dodges. Okay. Got a hunting horn, another longsword, and where's mine? Get over here. If I don't talk much, it's because I my lungs are my lungs are good. Yeah. Mowing the grass had to be done.
それにご安心ください。まだ機会はありますから。追加の試験品です。セクレットコーチのご確認を。
Tail cut, okay. All of the tails on fire. He's using the Arcbolt sword. Carve the tail. Yeah. Pretty much that had to happen. Get bullied. Oh, Raffy. Fall to these mitts. As you fall, fall to these mitts. Everything's. Oh. Take them. More materials, the better. Paper plugs, good. Critical, that's good. Bolt, that's good. First. I'm aiming for poison. I want to make a poison sword. Poison or paralysis. Don't care what you heard, Nat. You're just a child. I'm not gonna listen to you. I'm gonna use, like, grown-up movie logic. Not listen to what a child has to say. Light. That just makes me. Whenever I read that word now, what pops into my head is the SMT move Blight, which is a weak melee move that hits everything and can cause poison. But it hits like a truck, and it hits as if it's a medium melee move. Like, oh great. Oh, bye, Arkfeld. Bye, Arkfeld. Need to break it open. Need to break its parts open right now. I'm just hitting weak points. I'm hitting a hard point on its armor. Wish we had a hammer right now, but we don't. Oh, yeah, if they add the metal wraths, do you think we're gonna get the whole thing we got beforehand with, like, World and Divine Protection to, like, Divine Protection's 75% chance activation? I think we would. Even though that stuff was, like, not even arguably, it was just straight up kind of broken. Really? Okay, its belly is broken. Heal. Xeros. Not too much. Gravios. I need to force something onto the ground so I can actually do damage. Quick sleep. Soldier always DMs me back when I'm streaming, and it's kind of funny. Go! Have an aggro trigger? It doesn't. Okay, I gotta sharpen now. Bro. Missed. Pop its leg. Need that. Thanks. Needed that bow gunner. I don't have my stuff to capture. Okay, Gravios, it's time to go down. Oh, someone bought the trap. Awesome. I'll do that. I'm going to back to grab my healing buff. Also, none of you have None of you have any idea of how, like, happy I am to like, have walked down to the store and got a thing of tea to drink before a stream. Well, we're back in this fighting arena. Thanks, man. Got hit by the tail. No. I have parts break around here right now, it's bad. Those legs just always bounce. I don't have Mind's Eye, because Mind's Eye Ballistic is no longer a one slot, it's a, now a, like, I think it's a gem slot now. I wish Mind's Eye Ballistic was one gem again, by the way. Not a separate one. I'm just using my Spirit Slash right now. I can go right back into it. Pop the leg. Go down. Just cut. Yes. It's almost dead though. Gonna let it come for the capture. Or not. Could have let it go for a capture, but I guess they didn't want it. Want to go for a carve. That's fine, I guess. Okay. How does my audio sound? I want to know how my audio sounds. Why does my audio sound so low? Okay, that's kind of weird. Okay, is that better? That better? Okay, yeah, that's where it should be. I had the upgrade thing that I use turned off. I use voice mod, and voice mod does stuff like this. I now sound like I'm on the radio. Or I sound like I'm on a telephone. Yeah, that's the fun part. Okay, back to actual, like, clear audio. But yeah, that's, like, the fun part. If someone wants to do, like, voice mod shenanigans, you actually can, like, have it. It's gonna be one of the things I'm gonna do for when I get channel points and stuff like that. And then I'll have like a way for like channel points on Twitch to where if like someone wants to redeem them for like high pitch or telephone, I'm probably gonna do telephone first because it's less annoying. And then I'll do probably like radio broadcaster, like voice type of that. I'll add a few of them there. Have them set on 5-minute cooldowns, things like that. Make it fun for like everyone if I can. Do a high pitch that's not too ear grating. Make some fun with it. Oh. Sorry if you hear me burp. Ooh, that's another great hunt. One great hunt into another. Let's do it. Great hunts are the fastest way to get what I want, which is HR and relics. Fastest way. So, what are they fighting? I don't think they're fighting the Fulgur. No, the Fulgur's chasing me. The Fulgur is chasing me. That's a very vulgar Anjanath. It's going roar, 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 roar. I think it insulted my mother. I think it called my mother a dinosaur. I think it called my mother a long-necked beef-eating dinosaur. Oh yeah, here's your thought. Here's your daily thought. So in the modern Pokemon games, you have camping, where you can camp with your Pokemon and like spend time with them and stuff like that. You can cook sausages. Where does the meat for the sausages come from? Have fun thinking about that. Not letting it move. Divine Blessing saving butt. Refresh my sword. And I am sorry for starting an hour late today. Yeah, the lawn needed to be done. It was getting long. It started to grow quickly. Where I am, the species of grass we use is insanely fast and growing. I wish my lawn wasn't as big, but that should be changing eventually because we need to extend the driveway. And we'll be doing the most, like, redneck driveway extension you'll ever see. We'll literally be digging up, like, the top part of the ground, the topsoil, laying, laying a garden blanket underneath, putting maybe, like, a layer of sand, and and then we'll just put a bunch of gravel in it. Because that way the city can't say a dang thing. Because as much as I don't like I don't live directly in the city, thankfully, but we still have to abide by we still have to abide by ordinances, like most people. And it's just like they make extending your driveway so difficult. It's dumb. And then they yell at you for parking your car on the dirt if you need to. Because, oh, it can lead to sinkholes. It's like, okay, then let us extend our driveway. Welcome to talking about lawns and owning a house 101. There's a reason why homeownership is not for everyone. I actually don't recommend owning a house if you don't want constant upkeep. For some people, renting is legitimately a good option. But, like, find someone who's not going to, like, steal from you type of rent. Funny enough, that actually might be me one of those days. Plan on buying a metric ton of land where I can actually, like, build my own, like, little town, basically. I got dreams, dang it. Got dreams on dreams on dreams. Do not do that. Archicon! I couldn't tell when to roll out of that attack. It's like, okay, is it now? Is it now? Is it now? And then it goes off. I don't really care about the materials. Care more about the HR right now. Care more about human. I care more about the human resources. Okay, so we got a wound break. Nice. Okay. Stop it there. Knock it down before it does anything. Hit its leg. That's not gonna knock it down, but that's fine. We are just bullying this thing now. That's what this dinosaur gets for calling my mother a long-necked beef-eating long-necked dinosaur. As the puppy is looking at me like, you say beef? No, you can't have any. You game. Got it. This thing should be almost dead. Yeah, it is. How are we still getting wound point drops? That should have ran out like 5 wounds ago. Another 4 HM, that's fine. Grinder and iron wall. That's useful if I'm running lance. Another grinder and iron wall. That's okay. Frost and shield, okay. Blaze. Okay, I think I'm at Arkfeld now. I believe I'm at Arkfeld. Yeah, I am. Go fight ourselves in Arkfeld. Do 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 do. Gonna grab that because I know I'm gonna need it. My dog got up off her bed to move, and then the puppy literally got up and ran so she could take her spot. I swear this puppy is like the most puppiest puppy ever. Child, don't get in my way. The child is going to get in my way. The child, no matter what, will get in my way. Quote a game I don't like. Oi! Don't get in my way. All that's left is one monster. All that's left is one monster after this, and then I'm done with Longsword. And I know I can effectively do that.
断定はできないが捕食痕はなさそうだ。そうなるとレダウの仕業とは考えにくい。ただ目につくものを
I love it, you can do that with your hand. Yes, I know that, like, is probably weird for some people, but in cutscenes it looks absolutely funny. There it is. Sand tide rolls in. Yes, I love that. It looks funny to me. It looks like she's trying to release a hidden blade, but the hidden blade's not there. It's funny to me. Let's do this, Arky. Okay. Okay. What? I couldn't counter again. So you can't chain the counters. Cat! Why are you over there? Keep wanting to counter, but I can't. Stab. Dust of life. Stop moving, Arkveld. Oh, come on. I go for the wound break and it keeps moving away. Are you... I am going insane. Nope, I'm done. The hard part is because most of his attacks have a follow-up. It's like, sure, you can counter them, but you can't chain foresight slashes. You can chain EA slashes. You can go from one EA Spirit Slash to an EA Spirit Slash to an EA Spirit Slash, but you can't chain foresight slashes. Unless you successfully hit that round slash, and if you hit that round slash, odds are, okay, you have to go for the round slash afterwards, and then you can go for the foresight slash, which afterwards, good luck being able to survive, because most of attacks don't have an opening long enough for you to go for the round slash into a foresight slash. There it is. Like right there. Got it. Come on! I didn't have the time. My timer was gonna run out if I didn't do it. Move in place for the shock trap. Gotta start stabbing. Got hit with Dragon Blight, that's fine. I have a Nullberry. Are you... game, why didn't you use the Nullberry? Input lag, input lag, input lag is input lag. Because the game decides to put input delay on just menuing for some reason. And people think, oh, yeah, the input delay, fine, works for weapons, cool, to add weight. Yeah, let's put input delay on menuing! Because reasons! It's like, how is that fine? That's literally about a second. A second to 1.5 seconds before I can actually access my menu. And too early. Okay. Tibbs, you're literally behind the monster. How am I expecting you to heal me? That's not what I wanted! Just wasted a potion. All because I wanted to switch items. That should have counted. I was in the iframes. Yeah, this is where I start getting persnickety, because if they're gonna make countering an iframes part of a weapon, make them clear. Because from everything I've seen, I was in the iframes. You cannot tell me I wasn't, because from everything I've dodged, I was. Can you stop moving? That was dumb. Okay, game. Thanks, I guess. I just gotta focus. I just gotta focus. Why? This game's gonna give me an aneurysm tonight. This game's gonna give me an aneurysm tonight. Okay. No! Okay, one of these days when I actually make these weapons, I'm going to show just why you'd actually be able to move a longsword this size, which is basically the size of a montante, in an actual way to where you wouldn't be stuck in these heavy movements. And I get it. They do it because they want it to feel cool. They want it to feel heavy. They want it to feel like you're wielding a giant chunk of iron. But here's the thing. You wouldn't be moving like that if you're fighting a monster like this. If you've trained in these, like as a hunter, like 2 story reasons, you wouldn't be fighting like that with like this weapon. Maybe a switch axe, a charge blade, yes. Maybe with like the charge blade, the switch axe, the lance, the gun lance, yes. But like the longsword, the dual blade, the insect blade, stuff like that. No, it would be a very fast and agile weapon that is actually a very flowy weapon. All you have to do is look at the actual combat form they're copying and you realize it's a very flowy movement when put into actual practice. Full speed practice of this form of Aido is pretty dang fast. And yes, they're using a form of Odachi or Nodachi Aido that is a thing in real life. Are you... Okay. Give me 1 second. We're gonna have a quick sword lesson. Monster Hunter Longsword real life combat Aido. Where is it? Literally, when you look up the combat form it's based on, which is just Aido. Aido is broken into about 3 different forms, 3 different states. You have a standard katana, which is a o-katana or a katana. Then you have it, no, actually, there's 4. There's 4. But I'm gonna have a quick sword lesson here because this is actually really annoying me. In the fact that people want to say it's like, oh, these weapons, it's meant for impact, which it's like, okay, no, they're also based on some real-life weapons in the case of the longsword and how they actually are used. So, longsword is based on specifically the katana slash odachi, the katana slash okatana, and the odachi slash nodachi combat forms within combat training within Aido, which is a Japanese sword, which is a Japanese sword training type of mindset and physical discipline that goes all the way back to specifically goes back to the samurai, and long before that. Now, here's the thing. Those two things specifically within it focus on physical, mental training while the sword aspect focuses on primarily flowing movements, not this. I'm gonna show it. Because this is not at all what it's based on. What? It's not based on this. It's not slow movements. Realistically, this weapon should be able to go from overhead to a thrust, to a sleep, to a sheath, to overhead, to sheath, to overhead, to sheath, to thrust, to sheath, to overhead, to sheath, to overhead, to overhead, to thrust, thrust, sheath. It should be able to go between all of them at will. And it should be able to start in sheath. Its counters should not have to have spirit gauge. It shouldn't have so heavy of animation frames that if I want to, I can't stop out of a downward, I can't stop out of an overhead, I can't stop out of an overhead slash to go into a foresight slash. Because here's the thing, if you're fighting actual monsters, I can describe exactly what you would do. The moment you go from an overhead slash and you see a monster charging at you, you would bring the blade back to your side, turning your hands, using the momentum to go into a foresight slash. You wouldn't continue the overhead slash. Yes, this annoys me as someone who actually has had to research weapons, how weapons are used, and actually in the process of making them. And I understand people are going to say, oh, it's just a game, it's just a game, it's just a game. Here's the thing. Monster Hunter specifically has said the Longsword is based on a real combat form. No, it ain't, Capcom. No, it ain't. Blacksmith rant over. Dayton, you always show up when I'm going on rants about things that make no sense. Do you just have a rants detector? Because, like, I can point out Sword and Shield, Longsword, Dual Blades, Insect Glaive, all would not have such heavy animations that lock you into position. Because they are based on weapons that are designed around having actual movement involved in how you fight. Like, Sword and Shield. It is distinctly designed around going from cutting to shielding, to combining your shield and your cuts into singular strikes. Like, I can actually point to you into, like, one of the funniest movements in HEMA is legitimately you shield punching a guy into a shoulder check. That is an actual thing. Insect Glaive is roughly based on a spear. Like, that's the thing. It's roughly based on a spear mixed with halberd in how it fights. Yet it's wielded, yet it's not wielded anywhere near how those two things would fight. Dual Blades are the closest to what you'd get. Because Dual Blades have innate animation canceling once you have max demon gauge.
待ちしていますね。
And I understand people want the weapons to feel heavy. They want the weight. They want the same feeling that was in the older games. But we're also at the point to where, hey, we can realistically make the weapons play like they're like the things are actually based on now. We can do that now. And that would mean the weapons that are based on lightweight weapons aren't going to be the super heavy, chunky things. Because realistically, if you made this in like okay, let's like look at my favorite of the longswords. Where is it? Where is it? Lala Barena. Lala Barena, besides all like the fluff, like besides all of the fluff, like the fang decals and stuff like that, if I made this in real life, this sword would weigh about 8 pounds. This sword would weigh 8 pounds. It would weigh less than 10 pounds. The sheath would weigh more than the sword. Most swords went between 3 to 10. The heaviest I've seen is executioner's blades, going all the way up to like 12 to 15 pounds because they were basically giant chunks of iron that were used on the battlefield by people who were 7 feet tall. Yes, the Germans had some people who were kind of genetic abominations who could occasionally wield an executioner's sword in combat. A blade designed for cutting off heads. Like that's the thing. How does an EA slash counter? How does an EA slash counter? I mean the sword counter, the sword ring counter, a fireball of death. That's all. That also makes like weird. It's like okay, it makes weird sense from like gameplay perspective. Okay, fine, it's a counter. We'll treat it like every other one. But when you actually think about it, it's like you're dead. You're just dead. Also, EA special special draw isn't a counter in real life. It's technically a thing that's used to end a fight before the guy has a means of fighting back. I'm not joking. The whole like EA special counter or EA special slash is legitimately a thing. I can't turn my camera on to show this, so I don't have space. Is a technique designed on purpose with the sheer intent to make it so you get the first attack and odds are you're going to put your blade into a person's chest cavity. Well, their lower torso cavity, and they're gonna die before they get to do anything. It's not a counter. It's you don't want that person to fight back, so just end them there. But yes, I would like to see Capcom actually show the proper, like, methodology behind a weapon if they base it on a real-life thing. Like Sword and Shield. Base it on an actual thing. Like, show the actual moveset of how you would wield a sword and shield in combat. Because here's the thing. We do have historical record of people not wanting to, but occasionally having to use a sword and shield against a wild animal that is much stronger than them. My words are not wanting to, specifically because they really don't want to. It was not uncommon for, like, and I say this specifically for Europe, for like Europe with knights, when knights were armed with swords and shields, or when they were in combat, or records from like the 100-Year War. Occasionally, a man with just a sword and shield and like cotton gambeson would run up against a boar. And it would turn into the fight of who's gonna win, the boar or the man with the sword and shield, because that boar is a good like 5 to 10 times stronger than a normal human. Don't mess with boars. So we have written record of people fighting what you would call monsters, at least in my book. Mainly because if you've ever seen a charging boar, you would want to run. Charging boars are no joke. The gorillas are gonna win, Henry. The gorillas are gonna win. That's not even a contest. The gorillas are gonna win. I need Dragon Resist. I will calm down, because my dogs are looking at me like, are you okay? You blew a gasket again. My dogs have a tendency to look at me like, human, you're going insane. Calm down. Calm down before we have to make you calm down. Dragon Resist. Okay. Let's try this again. I fit another protection gem in there somewhere. I can. So I got Dragon Resist up to max. I have Divine Protection at 30% chance. I got Poison build set up for 4A with crit chance, Venom chance with Venom increase. And I got crit status. Okay, I'm gonna go upgrade my sword one more time. Elemental boost, attack, sharp, and affinity. Okay, that gives me 218 poison. I think into purple sharpness. No, it gives me into white sharpness. It prolongs white sharpness. 627 attack and a plus 15 on affinity, so that is 28 affinity. Plus the 4 plus the benefits of plus the benefits of 4A if the monster is poisoned or under paralysis, which is additional 20, so that goes up to 48. Critical status increases the chance. Poison attack has a plus 10% on top of a 20 plus 20 plus 20. Yeah, I'm trying to maximize my chance of winning right now. But how is everyone doing today? Dayton, Ford, how you doing? Stream got delayed a bit because of having to mow the lawn. Tessa, back, you're gonna fall. I said back, you're gonna fall. Yeah, stream got delayed a bit because I had to mow the lawn. I got the video out about Expedition 33. I did my best not to sound vindictive. I really hope it didn't sound vindictive. Because I don't want it to sound vindictive. I hate that I'm right. It sounds so bad, but I hate that I'm right. Because like I said at the end of it, shouldn't it take some random weird, some random freak on the internet, some random autistic freak on the internet to point this out?
tombstone again! I couldn't move! What? I rolled and it literally blocked my roll. Excuse me? Okay. I got it poisoned. Hibbs. Hibbs, I hate you so much right now. I go to heal, and Tim's like, oh, I got you now. Calm the rage. No, I've had a bad day today, but calm the rage. I'm not the biggest fan of having to mow the lawn when it's just still drenched out, because it makes it extremely painful on my back. That's why what I mean by I've had a bad day today. Pinned. Oh, I don't have that camp open. Go underground, and refresh. Refresh. Okay. I'm going to be completely ignoring chat while I'm fighting this thing, so I apologize if I don't answer questions or anything immediately. Okay. Got the mount. Got the mount. Pop it back. Pop its tail. Couldn't even see the monster? That's... Do not let it do that. Are you kidding me? Okay. I just got... Okay. Use, the max potion? Okay. Can I get a move? Please. That trap's gone. Okay, or it's not. That's good. Hungry, that's fine. Eat it down while it's hungry. Hit it with everything I can. I don't have anything to shoot in the face. Come on, just get moving, please. Okay, popped its wing. Left chain blade down. That's fine. Okay, its tail is cut. Okay, I guess it wouldn't let me roll under it. Okay. Okay, I still have all my carts remaining. Head back to base camp, refill. Almost there. Come on. Almost there. Fine trap. I want to hit its weak point. Let me hit a weak point! You... Game, you are mean. And I almost have it. Okay. Gotta focus. Just gotta focus. Having the poison is actually helping. It weirdly is. Okay, thanks, game. Oh, it's done.
まさに恐竜症を思わせるような個体でしたね。ああ、属性吸収の力がガーディアンの特性を乗り越
Two
える
attempts compared to like
だろうが
the 3 or 4 it took with Great Sword.
それがあだになってしまったんだ。ええ、では行きましょうか。ナタも待っていますから。
Oh. That feels nice. Two attempts compared to like the 3 or 4 it took with Great Sword. I will be back in a second. I gotta go feed the dogs. Oh, I'm so happy to see that 41. We're going to standing for a bit. Oh. We are now standing, and I am happy. I am happy to have this finally... Arkfeld finally done. All that's left now is... go do Zoshia, which means I need to go do Hunter rank 50. Which means I gotta do a few great hunts. Okay. I am not doing like a flash. I am not doing that. I'm not doing a silent flash. I'm not doing that. That thing has scarred that thing has gave me mental, like, that thing mentally, that thing has made it to where mentally I think right now is just gonna throw lightning bolts everywhere. I will do. I will do rank 7 missions. Do a Jindehad. Oh. Oh, my back. Yeah, I need to stand because my back is killing me from mowing the lawn. My back is still killing me from mowing the lawn. And it's just because it wouldn't be too hard to push the mower if the grass wasn't basically drenched still. But because of our neighbor, it had to be done. Ice resistance, there it is. Had to change up my resistances. Changing up my resistances is actually showing very helpful right now. No, I'm not gonna get that one. Because most of his attacks are ice-based, which means I'm not taking a lot of damage. Really? Okay, that's a surprise. How is the hero bomb? Okay, I was gonna say, how is the hero bombing not awoken? Got it. Keep the loop going. Yeah, I didn't know if he was gonna do anything, so I just shielded the weapon. Ow. I'm gonna use a max potion. Can't move, and I'm not gonna make my wrist hurt because I don't want to have to take another muscle, one of the muscle relaxers that knocked me out unconscious for like 16 hours, like I did last night. And he's running. Okay. Sacred. Forgot you can't do this without Sacred. Use my ancient potion. Do I have him poisoned? I don't think I can poison him. Insurance meal saved me, but okay. Sit. I gotta sit. My back is killing me. I stood long enough. Oh, that feels so much better. That feels so much better. Need to have that on me. I don't need adaptability stuff. I don't need the cleanse. Actually, I need a cleanser. Need energy drink. That's that. Full drink I don't need, because I got adaptability on my armor innately. Arrow bomb. The fun type of barrel bomb, the one that becomes a flower. Okay. Dodge extender is good to have. I'll take fungi form. They're like, why do I hear fireworks? No one's in the lobby but me. The Sakura tide, that's why. Okay, that one's full. You know what? I'll fight Arkfeld again. I'll fight Arky again. Also, I get the feeling YouTube is having issues with my content that I upload because I'm doing more variety stuff. It's like, it's not just Monster Hunter that I'm talking about. It's like, oh, I'm talking about this, I'm talking about this, I'm talking about this. And I think that's affecting SEO. And recommendations on front page.
Okay.
Okay. Can I stop getting staggered? Fighting Arc Belt here is the worst place of all of them because of the stagger. Why does he think he's grappled? I would like to move! Oh, the charge axe is throwing me around. Turns around. Continues. What is going on? Okay. Okay. That thing's just Michael Jackson sand walking. Okay. I'm gonna say that did not look right. It's gonna be returning over to his base camp. Okay. Almost dead. What am I doing? We can capture it. And I'm probably going to end stream after this hunt and continue back tomorrow when I feel little better physical-wise after doing the stuff after the yard work today. And I would like to work on a script. Well, the layout of a video. Script comes after, because I have to get stuff. I have to set stuff up for it.
罠を設置。お疲れ様でした。では戻りましょうか。
So, this is going to be the end of the stream. Because I am getting physically tired. And, you know, I after doing the lawn work today, I'm a lot of it. I will be back tomorrow with more Monster Hunter Longsword only. Lobby will be open so people can join me as I farm up my hunter rank to end out the run. Now, for Twitch, thank you everyone who came in. Thank you everyone who stayed with me. I'm gonna raid out, and we are going to raid out to Icy Pants. 1 second. Mother, 1 second. Let me end stream. Hello? Let me end stream. 1 second. Okay. I was about to get to that. Just let me end stream really quickly. On Twitch's end, thank you everyone who stayed. I'm going to raid out to Icy Pants VA. We are going to be doing Monster Hunter Collab Wednesday this week. Thank you everyone who came in and stuck around with me. Dayton, Henry, I saw Varkin appear in chat a little bit. Thank you everyone who came in. And as always, God bless.